Hi, I'm Kristal Wick, and over the next hour I'm going to show you how to become an expert at making mixed media jewelry with fabric beads. In my own work, I love to mix different components like metals, crystals, resins, and fibers into densely layered pieces. It's really easy to build your own components out of simple fabric and paint, as well as customized stock components to make custom charms with resin and fabric. If you thought setting stones and crystals was difficult, I'll show you a really simple technique for making bezels and setting stones in epoxy clay. And I just couldn't let you go without showing you how to bling up everything by adding crystals to your fabric beads, charms, wire coils, and more. With these accessible mixed media jewelry techniques, you'll add depth and layers to your own pieces. And best of all, you'll have fun in the process. So grab a cup of coffee, come on up, sit at my table, and join me. Let's make some jewelry. Okay, I am so excited to be here to show you some of my fabrics. These fabrics, most of them start as white silk, and I do surface treatments on the fabrics and then make them into beads. So one of the things we're going to be covering in this DVD is how to make those. I'm very excited to share that with you, and I have some fabrics here as samples. This is the paint stick application that I'll be teaching you in a few minutes. And then I have some other fabrics over here, some pretty eye candy. What can I say? Once you get going on this, it's very, very hard to stop. So consider this a warning. I don't know if they're going to flash it across the screen, but the warning is all your spare time will be made doing these fabrics and making beads. We have beads over here. These are some of my finished beads. These have words on them. Some of them have French script, and some of them have Asian, some of them have dream. These are colored beads, so there's all kinds of surface design techniques that I use on those beads to make a variety of colors. And I will be showing you what to do with these beads. There's so many things you can do with these beads. I have incorporated a lot of the techniques that I'll be showing you here in the DVD in the bracelet. So each little component, each little charm, each little bead that I'll be making, I've added to this bracelet to make a beaded bracelet. You can also use all kinds of crystals, which of course is near and dear to my heart. It's a favorite of mine. And you can use these beads to embellish dominoes. You can also use these beads in different color palettes. So this again is a mixed media bracelet, beaded bracelet, but with the different color palettes, you can see how very different it looks once you do that. Then I also have one of my favorites here. This has little paw print beads on it right there. And within the chamber is glitter, some Martha Stewart glitter, and Bling's puppy teeth. Yes, really, I know. It's just delightful to do something like that. Anyway, the other thing you could do with beads is you can also add these fabric beads to your purses. We've made some other bracelets over here using the fabric beads. You can embellish your journals. We have some mini journals here. I love doing mini journals and then wearing them as jewelry. So you can either do it as an altered book art, which is a large journal, or small journals. And I use the same fabrics that I am going to teach you how to make in this DVD. So you can use it for your journals as well as making beads. These are just beads glued together with a pin back. Very elegant. Over here, this is a fun project. These are actually bottle caps. So in the bottle caps are the fabrics that I'm going to show you how to make. And then you also make the beads out of the same fabrics. So that's, again, a fun color combination type of thing to do. Here again, same resin with beads and fabrics to match. All these bracelets, right here is another bead. All these bracelets have the same kind of components and the same techniques that I'm going to be showing you today. Over here we also have really fun fabric beads and fabrics in resin. So that's a lot of fun things that you can do with your wonderful beads once you do your beads. Now you can also, some of these techniques I'm teaching you today, you can also use in other applications. For example, these guys here, this epoxy resin is just so much fun. I can't even tell you. Again, very hard to stop. I have made rings for everybody for gifts now and running out of people to give them to, but the epoxy resin you can use for rings, but I also took one of these components, instead of making it into a ring, I made it into one of these charms right here and added it to the beaded bracelet. So again, you can mix and match and do all kinds of different things with these techniques that I'm going to teach you today. So let's get started. I can't wait.